So I'll make a video that came to my attention to one I seen on YouTube, and one of the comments was directed back to the CEO of Flywing, and it was kind of rude. So there was a video posted about setting up your ace because they were saying there's no zero pitch adjustment within the ace software, nor is there one in the H2 software, and which is true. What I was told by Pong at Flywing, what they did is, so basically when you set your positive and your negative, it automatically will do its own calculation for your zero pitch. Even though one will be 14, one will be 9, it still knows where the zero is. In the video I saw, they were saying this right here is basically like how you set your zero pitch. Wrong. That is not how you set your zero pitch. This is how you set your servos to where the arm is 90 degrees of your servo. Okay, 90 degrees. These are fixed lengths. This is how you level your swash plate. If you put these at 90 degrees on all of them, your swash plate will be level. Now I'm talking to Pong and asked him about if we can get something like these made. These are swash plate leveling tools. This is for 450. This one's for 500, 600, and up to 800, I believe these two are. And this one was a 500 only. Some other extra tools that you guys need to get on your bench. These are pitch gauges. This one is an actual one you can buy. This is the one I 3D printed and made my own. And then you can buy this off of Amazon. The files, I believe, are on the Facebook group page. And then just your standard old pitch gauge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you that all these are set to 90, and when you rotate your blades around like this and you go into right there where it says servo trim, and if you set all these at 90 degrees, your blades will be in line with each other. All these have to be 90 degrees. In doing so, you are basically making sure that your blades are, your swash plate is level. So if you fly in ADI mode, your helicopter should stay pretty much not drifting. If you have a slight drift, you can come back in and probably tweak this, but you better double check, make sure these are perfectly in line with each other. But also your drift can come from wind as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn everything on, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So bear a minute. I got to plug in my helicopter here. Straighten these up real quick.
Engines dissolved. Start mode.
Let me see. I'm gonna have to power this down because it sat too long and it went into bind mode because I'm running ELRS, and if it sits for more than 30 seconds, it goes into bind mode. All right, plug this back in. Plug this back in here. Come back. Connect. Okay. So, we get these kind of like that right there. So right now they're all cattywampus. So now when you go to the software, you go to servo trim. Now, like I said, all my servo arms are 90 degrees, okay? Even on this side, they're 90 degrees. And you're not gonna be able to tell perfectly because I'm holding the helicopter in an angle with the phone. But when you look at your blades, they're in line, okay, with each other. It's kind of hard to get this on film, but see, because if you move your phones a little bit, you're off, but just being in person, I'm telling you, they're in line. So, with that said, let me try to lower my chair down here a little bit. So all these are 90 degrees. Now if I go over here, and this one's at 1472, that way I can remember it. So if I move the right one up or down, you can see the servo moving. So if I move that up, look what happens to my blade. So if I move that back down to 1472 where it was, one more click up, now she's back in line. Also, my swash plate is level from front to back, side to side. But this is where these little tools will come in handy right here, because these slide on the shaft, and each one of these little ears sit on top of these right here on all 3 corners, and that's where you can adjust it to, you know, adjust your servo arms. But when with these style helicopters with the fixed rods, you put them all at 90, you're good. Now if you're doing with the H2, these style helicopters are way different because you have an adjustable ball link. So when you set your arms at 90, you adjust these ball links up or down to where they touch those tabs. So there's a 5 blade, 2 blade, another 5, and another 2 blade. So these are all being worked on right now. So just proving the point on the video, that is not to use to find center pitch, period. So right now, so basically, like I said, these are all in line. If you look at the marks, they are set 0. Well, kind of. You can see that one's off. So is that one. It's a little slightly off. But this is not to set 0. And when you're done, you just click on done. Now, if you go to my radio, right settings, see the throttle's at -100. Put that to 0, which is center stick. Why am I not? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I wasn't in the right mode. So now if I put this again as 0, my blades are in line. And if you look at the pitch gauge or the pitch markings, you're 0. But my arms are at 90 degrees. Again, can't stress this. This is not used to set 0 pitch. When you set these, this will automatically configure your 0 pitch from positive and, you know, your positive and negative. Now, as far as setting the pitch, get my pitch gauge. I already zeroed this out before I made this video. And let's slide this on here like so. Pitch gauge is always over the tail. I know Flywing did a video and they had theirs off to the side. Have it over the tail boom. So you can go over to your pitch, go to max 12.4-ish. This is where you can do your adjustments up and down. I never put mine at exactly 12. Then your negative, it's a little off. We're going to adjust that to where it's close. I like to keep my pod and boom style helicopter such as this one. That way you can fly inverted if you want. You have them equal. Once you set your pitch, hit done right there at the bottom. And then when you go to your helicopter, full pitch up, 12.2, full negative, 12.5. And if I go mid stick, come on, real touchy, 0.3 negative, pretty close. So again, I can't iterate that. When I saw that video, it kind of, I was like, come on, quit giving false information. It's not supposed to be that way. I talked to Pong, the one who actually works on these, builds these, owns the damn company, pardon my language. He knows what they're talking about, and so do the engineers. Again, this is not to set zero pitch, period. Like I said, best thing also, guys, get these tools. They're not expensive. If you plan on buying multiple helicopters from Flywing, pick these up. They're not that well, this is expensive. This one, if you have a 3D printer, you can print it. I have all the files, what size magnet to get, and the inclinometer as well. I think that's it. I have not flown this one yet. I'm too busy with work. So once I do, I'll make a video of it. I do have to modify the canopy because where the GPS went in here, that little section right there, I'm gonna have to cut it out because it actually hits this here and the canopy doesn't sit on well. Plus, I want to make a hole somewhere in this canopy part, one for the LED and two so I can plug that thing in straight down. This is the original V3 I received when they first released it, because the new ones now are cut out here, and they actually put a hole here for the LED. So I've had this one for a while. But yeah, so if you see that video, you probably have, I'm not going to mention any names, but in the comment when he said that he's just going to be right because he can't be proved wrong, whatever, he's wrong. This is the correct way to set it up. So yeah, if you have any questions, just post up in the comments, and I'll try to answer them as fast as I can. But have fun, happy flying, guys.